While meds can help many kids with ADHD, lifestyle changes, counseling, and behavior modification are also important. Hi, I'm Dr. Altmann. Nearly 10% of American school kids have ADHD, according to some estimates. That's a lot of kids. And there are a lot of myths about ADHD. Here are 4 you should know about. First up, ADHD is caused by bad parenting. Nope. ADHD is caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors that create chemical imbalances in the brain. Next up, medication is the only treatment for ADHD. While meds can help many kids with ADHD, lifestyle changes, counseling, and behavior modification are also important. Some studies suggest a combined approach works best. Then there's the myth that kids with ADHD can't focus on anything. It's true that kids with ADHD have trouble concentrating on things that don't interest them, but some kids with ADHD are prone to hyperfocusing. That means they get overly absorbed in activities they enjoy while ignoring the responsibilities they don't. The last myth, that kids outgrow ADHD. Some kids do, but up to 70% of children with ADHD continue to have symptoms into adulthood. That's why early diagnosis and treatment is so important to help them learn coping skills that will help them throughout their life.
There are other treatments that are available, much more natural treatments that you can take care of at home. There are several treatment options for adults with ADHD. First and foremost, of course, you have to look at psychotherapy so you can talk about what it is that makes it difficult for you with regard to your symptoms. Secondly, behavioral therapy that utilizes just some very simple tricks and tasks and empowerment strategies to being able to get through your typical ADHD symptoms on a daily basis. And of course, there are medications that are out there that act as psychostimulants that help you get better focused and certainly much more task-driven. And so there are other treatments that are available, much more natural treatments that you can take care of at home that are under your power. First and foremost, of course, looking at changing your diet. Eating fruits and vegetables that may be organic and give you natural energy so that you can better focus on what it is that you need to get done. And the old reliable, exercise, yoga, meditation, just to keep you not only empowered and more energy, but to keep you centered and on task.
Teen drivers with ADHD are up to 4 times more likely than their peers to be in an accident. But that doesn't mean your teen has to stay in the passenger seat. I'm Dr. Altmann. Like all teens, kids with ADHD can't wait to drive. It's a big milestone toward becoming an adult. But teens and driving is a risky combination under the best circumstances. The distractibility and impulsivity of ADHD makes the risks even greater. Teen drivers with ADHD are up to 4 times more likely than their peers to be in an accident. But that doesn't mean your teen has to stay in the passenger seat. Here are some tips to help him become a safe, smart driver. Start by enrolling him in a driver education program designed especially for new drivers with ADHD. This might include training with driving simulators before getting behind the wheel of a real car. Also, monitor your child's medication. Some studies suggest that drugs commonly prescribed for ADHD may improve teens' driving performance. And of course, minimize all distractions when driving. Turn off the cell phone, turn down the music, and no eating or drinking while driving. In fact, that's a good rule of thumb for all the drivers in the family. I'm Dr. Altmann. For more ways to safeguard your family's safety, watch all our smart tips.
Don't be afraid of having your partner help keep you on track in any way possible. There are are ways to communicate better with your partner if you have ADHD. First and foremost, keep a list of the things that need to be done that your partner has asked you to do. A list of your responsibilities, a check-off list of the things that you have to take care of every day, and to make sure that you are supporting your partner in whatever tasks that he or she may request. As you go through the checklist, you'll find that you'll have much more consistency in getting your responsibilities taken care of, and a partner who's much more satisfied with your consistency and attention to taking care of the details and getting the job done right. Another communication strategy if you have adult ADHD is sitting down with your partner in the morning before you all go off to work, or in the evening before or right after dinner, to discuss what it is that needs to be taken care of, what responsibilities need to be fulfilled, and what the goals are that both of you are working on. And don't be afraid of having your partner help keep you on track in any way possible. Keep a calendar. Check off each day on the calendar every single thing that you've been able to do, so you can go back and look at your list of accomplishments, which will be your reinforcement to stay focused, to have attention, to get the responsibilities and things done that need to happen every single day.
Research suggests these food additives in your child's diet may make ADHD symptoms worse. These include artificial preservatives and artificial sweeteners. Hi, I'm Dr. Altmann. Have you wondered whether a better diet might improve your child's ADHD symptoms? The role food plays in ADHD symptoms, like hyperactivity or poor concentration, isn't totally clear yet. But eating a healthy, nutrient-rich diet is always a good idea for all children in school. That means a diet rich in fresh fruit, vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and dairy products will help any child grow and develop. In addition, research suggests these food additives in your child's diet may make ADHD symptoms worse. These include artificial preservatives and artificial sweeteners, so avoid these whenever possible. It's also a good idea to kick sugary drinks and treats to the curb. Sugary foods don't aggravate ADHD symptoms specifically, but too much sweet stuff can make a blood sugar spike, and that can affect any child's concentration and behavior. I'm Dr. Altmann. Check out all our smart tips for more ways to nourish your child's health.
What we see as far as adult ADHD symptoms are very similar to what children have with ADHD, except that the repercussions are much more severe. The symptoms of adult ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, are very similar to what we see with the ADHD symptoms of much younger people, of children. Why? Because children with ADHD grow up to be adults with ADHD if the symptoms don't abate. So what do we tend to see? Of course, the impulsiveness, the moodiness, a lot of irritability, and certainly issues getting along with others, certainly the ability or inability rather to not be able to focus on any one task. So now when we look at what happens with an adult who has those same types of symptoms, of course with adults we have many more relationships and there are many more repercussions to those symptoms, including issues within a marriage, not being able to function at the job well, having multiple jobs because you're losing jobs, issues of course of being able to work with your children or raise your children with all of these symptoms going on in your head. So in summary, what we see as far as adult ADHD symptoms are very similar to what children have with ADHD, except that because adults are very plugged into many different social and occupational and relationship systems, the repercussions are much more severe.
The combination of new responsibilities, surging hormones, and the high school social minefield creates even more pressure for students with ADHD. I'm Dr. Altmann. High school is an exciting time for all teens, but for kids with ADHD, it may come with some special challenges. The combination of new responsibilities, surging hormones, and the high school social minefield creates even more pressure for students with ADHD. Here's how you can help your teen succeed in the classroom. Help her maintain a consistent homework schedule. Assist her in creating a daily and weekly checklist for assignments. You can also help break big long-term projects down into smaller steps. Balance supervision with self-reliance. While you want to closely monitor progress, you also want to foster independence. Rewarding your teen whenever he completes assignments on his own is a good step in the right direction. Team up with teachers. Chat or email regularly with your teen's teachers to stay on top of any ongoing behavioral problems, difficulty with homework assignments, or other issues in the classroom. Get help. You can hire a tutor to help your teen develop solid study habits. Remind him that getting extra support now will help him master skills to be more independent in the future. I'm Dr. Altmann. For more ways to help your kids thrive, watch all our smart tips.